Well, hello everyone. Welcome to our preview of the big Browns-Bengals game Sunday at FirstEnergy Stadium. And of course, it's Johnny time. That's what everyone is so incredibly excited about. I mean, you know what? What can you say? It's going to be electric. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be money signs all over the place. How big is this?
They're still in the playoff race, so they need a win here. And they're going to this guy that this was the talk of the NFL draft from as soon as he declared where was he going to end up. Well, he's here, and they need him to play big as he did so often at Texas A&M.
And you know what? Everyone that we've talked to throughout the whole building, the coaches, the players, Joe Hayden, everyone says there's a buzz, there's a vibe, there's something going on, there's some energy, some excitement. So I think everyone is expecting a big spark from Johnny at the stadium on Sunday. But lots of other things to talk about in this game, not the least of which is Jeremy Hill. The Bengals running back added a little spice to this game. After the last game, he said, "Nah, I don't think the Browns were that good. They didn't really do anything very much."
Yeah. It's odd that a rookie would say that, especially in a game where he fumbled and lost the fumble. It was a big play in the game. But he's going to be starting this week, so the Browns will be very familiar with him. It's going to be a big key matchup.
You know what? To a man, these guys, when we walk up to somebody on defense, they say, "Yeah, this is bulletin board material," and they are all saying, "You know what? Let's see. He's going to meet up on the field with one of us, and we're going to have to see what happens." So there's going to talk about a bullseye or a target. There's going to be one on Jeremy Hill this game. They will be looking to shut him down, and of course, same thing with Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton 2.0. That was his rating in the first game. The Browns, who now have really the highest rated secondary in the NFL, just stopped Andy Dalton cold. And, he's been inconsistent and streaky this season. But do you think they can do it again?
The thing about it is, Mary-Kay, think of the success that Joe Hayden has had against his number one weapon, A.J. Green, over the last couple of years. Yeah, the Browns got beaten that big game 2 years ago, but that really wasn't the defense's fault. That was all those turnovers in the game and stuff like that. They've played Andy Dalton pretty well, and again, right from the very first drive last game with Robertson intercepting him. I think they picked him off a couple times. I think that's big.
Yeah, and you know what? The defense is playing lights out. Every time you turn around, they are taking the football away. I expect them to do that again in this game, especially with, again, Jeremy Hill saying these guys aren't that good. I think they're going to have some extra motivation. So I think look for Joe Hayden. Again, he does a great job on A.J. Green. I think he's going to get his hands on a pass this game. Justin Gilbert was coming off of a nice game.
The Browns lead the league in interceptions. They lead the league in passes defense. They're third in the league in takeaways. This has become a ball-hawking defense.
It really has, and now they just really want some offense to go along with it, and I think they're going to get that offense. I think they will get that spark. I think that Johnny will pick things up a little bit. When he can't get something going in the passing game, he can tuck it in and run it, and I think we're going to see plenty of that.
And the marriage of defense and offense, one of the things that kind of got hurt Brian Hoyer toward the end there, they could not take advantage of those turnovers. A lot of times when you get a turnover, you're inside the 30 or 40-yard line. Johnny, especially, he should be really good in the red zone. I think his impromptu plays, he can run. We've already seen him score one touchdown a couple weeks ago. I think that could be a huge weapon.
Well, it promises to be a wild and thrilling ride. He will improvise. He will run. Even Kyle Shanahan was saying he's just going to hold his breath and just basically, a lot of people are going to be keeping their fingers crossed and hoping that this goes well. But it will be exciting. It will be fun. And of course, the Browns are hoping to come out with a victory Sunday at FirstEnergy Stadium, and we will have it all for you right here on cleveland.com.